so the process to register to an auction, so if you've never been registered in this auction house, most of the time they're going to ask you to go on the website, download a form that you need to download, then print. Then this is an empty form where you need to put your name, your address, your credit card information, the descriptions of the lots you want to bid on, so the number of the lot, the description of the lot, and then typically your maximum bid. And then they're going to ask you if you want to bid by phone or if you want to put a limit price so that they can execute your order by paper. And then you send them this information plus all the backup information regarding, so your passport, usually they're going to ask a photocopy of your credit card information or your bank account information. And then they're going to say yes or no, you're cleared, right? So that's a fairly long process. Number one, because you have to give it some time. So it takes time, number one. It takes energy because you have to go on the website, download the right document. Often they have multiple types of document depending if you want to do a telephone bid, if you want to do a maximum bid. So if you just want to register to have a number for the auction. So you have to choose the right, and all websites are different, right? So there's no harmonized process. Then you do that, then you're going to assemble all the documents they ask you. So you need to have a photocopy of your passport, and then you have to send it to them. And then you have to make sure they receive it. Because many times you're going to, and some auction houses, it's even worse. They only have a fax machine. So you have, I don't know how, if you still have a fax machine, but good luck, right? If you don't have a fax machine, how do you send a fax, right? So, in cases, they tell me, yeah, because a lot of them are still, no offense to them, but they kind of old-fashioned, right? So you're going to have to find a way to send a fax, and then once it's done, you have to call them and say, did you receive my documents? Did it go through in the right format? Can you read it? I've had people tell me, oh, you send me a PDF. I cannot read PDF. You need to send it to me in a GIF format or whatever, So they're not all very tech savvy, and you have to adapt to their demand. I mean, because if you don't, you won't be registered. And then you need to confirm with them that you have a telephone line, that they have enough telephone lines. You need to give them 1, 2, 3 numbers, make sure that, they're going to call you. And if you're not reachable, they're just not going to hang up and not call you. This happened to me multiple times. So now I give 3 numbers, for example. And then you have to make sure the day before the auction, they remember they have to call you, right? Because they forget. So sometimes you wonder if they forget on purpose or not. It's not their best interest, but sometimes they didn't call you. So that's a heavy and time-consuming process. So many auctions I don't participate in because I don't want to go through these steps, just for that reason. It's too complicated.